Hola mamacitas, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to get into this tropical eye look. I am going to comb through my eyebrows with this spoolie brush that you're seeing just so I can get the hairs in place. Then I'm going to go in with the ABH Dip Brow Pomade in the color dark brown, and I'm going to take a MAC angle brush and I'm going to outline the top of my brows and the bottom of my brows with the pomade, and then I'm going to fill it in with the extra pomade that I'm going to get from the pot. And then once I do that, I'm going to do that to the other brow, and I'm going to take a spoolie to comb through the brows, which is very important because sometimes when you put pomade in your eyebrows, it can be really dark, or you can get it in multiple spots that you don't want a lot of product in. So the spoolie is a great way to distribute the product throughout your brows so your brows look as naturally snatched as possible. And next we're going to take the Born This Way multi-use sculpted concealer by Too Faced, and this is in the color butterscotch. So I am actually going to use the applicator to carve out my eyebrows on the bottom, but you can use an eyeshadow brush, an eyebrow brush, angle brush, just something that's really sharp, a concealer brush to just clean up and make sure that your eyebrows are precise. Next, you want to take some type of a fluffy brush, anything that you blend out your eyeshadow with, and you just want to blend out the concealer and make sure you have cleaned it up, made sure that the concealer is dry, and you want to make sure you just buff out all that concealer so that there's no demarcation lines. I don't know what I'm doing, probably listening to music and making sure I'm getting the music right, but you just want to buff the concealer out, but you don't have to bring it down to your eyelid, and just press it, pat it out as you see that I'm doing. And you also want to blend the concealer in the middle of your brows, because you don't want a harsh line, because it's really hard to go back and clean up those lines once you've applied foundation or applied eyeshadow. It's just easier to do it all in the beginning. Next, we're going to take the P. Louise base in the color, I believe it's Rumor 3. And I am just going to squeeze this on my eyelid. And then I'm going to take this is key, a dry beauty blender. And I'm going to buff out the base. This is a lot easier than, I don't know why you would use your hands, but using your hands or using a foundation brush or just anything other than a sponge, in my opinion. I see a lot of people using concealer brushes. That's just way too much, but the sponge does wonders. So next we're going to take the Juvia Zulu palette, and we're going to get that yellow color on a Morphe eyeshadow brush. I need it to be as fluffy as possible. And we're just going to pack and blend. So when I apply my eyeshadow colors, I like a lot of color. Especially when it comes to yellow. Yellow can be really hard to show up no matter what the skin tone is. So I try to pack and move around. So you're going to see me dip in this and blend out a lot. So there's not a lot of just dipping one time. As pigmented as Juvia's palettes are, I still like to get as much color payoff as possible in the beginning, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And next we're going to go back into that Zulu palette, and we're going to go in on the orange shadow in the palette. So we're going to go in with just a little bit of a smaller, more precise brush. I'm going to do my best to describe these brushes because literally a lot of my brushes don't even have names on them. They don't have numbers on them. They don't have anything on them. So it's really hard to describe, but you do want to get something just like the fluffy brush, but you want a baby size version of it, if that makes sense. But you really want to pack on the orange and buff the orange out with the yellow, because putting bright colors on top of each other sometimes can cause the color to flake off or dissipate. So you really want to pack that color on and make sure you get as much pigment as possible. These colors are my favorite, but to me they're the most difficult to blend out properly. You got to make sure you pack them on and then blend it out and blend them together. And next I'm going to take that same brush that I used for the orange, and I'm going to go into this pink color. You really can't necessarily tell a huge difference between the two colors, but I just wanted to add a little bit of pink to give it a little bit of warmth so it's not just straight orange. But you will see where the pink plays in once I cut the crease and blend the edges out. Now I'm going to take some of that P. Louise base that I used to cover my eyelid, and I'm going to cut the crease. So a trick with cutting the crease, you want to take a flat, very thin concealer brush, and I like to swipe it across my lid just a little bit and look all the way up. I do have a little bit of a hooded eyelid, so this trick works really well for somebody who doesn't necessarily have extremely large eyelids or has skin that folds over the eyelid, just so that you know where your actual crease is, because if you go upon the crease of your actual eyelid, you will never actually see the cut crease. But you're just going to take that line that your eye makes and you're just going to carefully cut out the crease. I'm telling you, practice makes perfect, because when I first started doing cut creases, they were a hot mess. So take your time, be patient. I know you see me working pretty fast. I just necessarily know what I'm doing. So when you're doing your cut creases, make sure to take your time, and practice makes perfect. Next, I'm going to go into the Masquerade Palette by Juviasplace, and I'm going to take the color Giza on a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pack this into the corner and a little bit towards the middle of my eyelid. Next, I'm going to go back into that Zulu palette and go in with that shimmery aqua blue color, and I'm going to pack it on the outskirts of my eyelids. This time, you guys, I have all of the deets for you. So all of the product names will be in the description box below. Every product that I use, down to the nitty gritty, will be in the description box below, you guys. I'm trying to do better. I definitely love my subscribers and definitely want to continue to show you guys how much I really care. So I definitely want to give you guys a good description box and give you all the information that you need. So yes, everything will be in the description box. One day I'm gonna get the brushes down back, but I'm really glad on getting this description box with all the products in it, so you won't even miss not one product. Now, you remember when I was using that pink color on my eyelid earlier that you could barely see? This is where that pink color comes back into play. So we're going to take that pink color out of the Zulu palette on that same brush that you use to buff in the orange and the pink color, and you're just going to buff out the outer ends of the eyeshadow. So now, instead of having to use orange, you want to use pink. I feel like pink would have been a better transition color than the orange. And now you see the pop of color coming through. You definitely wanted something to blend it together instead of the orange, if that makes sense. Transition colors really do play a big part. People may think that multiple colors don't play a big part, especially if they're close in color, but I promise you, it can make or break a look. So now I'm taking my black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. I can't remember what this is called, but this is MAC's brush black. There we go, brush black eyeliner, and I am just going to wing out my liner on both sides. I just wanted to add a little pop into the corner of my eye. So I'm going to take some lash glue, and I believe this is the House of Lashes lash glue, best lash glue on the market in white in my opinion. So, and I just want to use it as a base for the glitter that I am going to apply to the corner of my eyelids. I can't quite remember which glitter this was, but it definitely should be in the description box below. Now we're going to get into skin. We're going to be using the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless in Neutral Golden. This is one of my favorite foundations. This is one of the very few foundations on the market that matches my skin tone to a T. Y'all, when I say a T, a T. The only other foundation that I can get to look this good is the ABH foundation mixed with the Born This Way foundation. And that is the closest thing I can get to my skin color, but to get it in one bottle is a miracle come true. It is on the pricier side. I do care for the finish of their original product, which is more of a shinier finish, but I am on the oilier side, so unfortunately I had to do the more oil controlling finish. So this is a matte finish, you guys, so it's definitely going to keep you flat. It's definitely going to keep you really smooth, no issues. Next, I'm going to take the ABH foundation stick in the color Truffle. I am not sure if they have discontinued these products because I no longer see them in Sephora and I no longer see them at Ulta. I think they just may have replaced them in stores. I need to check the website actually. But these foundation sticks to me are one of the greatest contouring and highlighting foundation sticks on the market. So it's really creamy, it comes in really good colors, and they are skin like colors. They're not like bronzer colors, they're skin colors, almost like Studio Fix powder when it comes to contouring and setting the face. These are really good, very close to people's skin tone, so you don't have to worry about looking too ashy or too dark. Everything is just right. Next, we're going to take the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Butterscotch. If you know, you know. I don't even have to tell you what concealer this is. If y'all really follow me and subscribe to me, you know that this is my favorite concealer on the market. Hands down, Too Faced. I know people will have some things to say about Too Faced, let's just say that. But Too Faced does, in my opinion, make the best concealer on the market. Next to, I'm gonna say it, Tarte Tape Shape is a really good concealer, but I do like more of a dewier finish, and I do like my concealer to be able to blend out to perfection. I feel like with the Tarte Shape Tape, it does dry pretty quickly, so on your clients who have very textured skin or very dry skin, it is not the best concealer. So this concealer, in my opinion, is a very good universal concealer. If you were trying to expand your kit and get products for your clients past you as a makeup artist, I feel like this is a really great concealer because it doesn't dry as fast. I feel like any type of creamier products or cream products in general when working on other people does better, especially for getting more of a natural finish on the face. So as you can see, I'm just taking a setting brush by Real Techniques, and I'm buffing out the concealer underneath my eyes, on my forehead, over my lip, nose, and chin area. And then I'm taking that same brush that I used to buff out my bronzer, and wherever I have any demarcation lines where the concealer and the bronzer begins and ends, I take that and buff those two together so that everything is seamless. One thing that you want to do that I should have mentioned prior to this, but when it comes to concealing and contouring the nose, well, highlighting and contouring the nose, it is imperative that you blend. It is very easy for you to get a very harsh nose contour. You don't want that. You want it to look very natural, very just everyday nose contour. Some people do it too harsh. You got to blend out that nose contour, and then once you blend it out, don't be afraid to go back in with the concealer brush that you used to buff it out, so you can buff out any edges. And next, you're going to see that I take the foundation brush that I used to put on my foundation initially. Girl, I was tired, but I'm taking the foundation brush that I used prior, and I'm just buffing out everything so that everything is blended together and seamless. Next, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in the color Banana Bread, and I'm just going to use another Real Technique setting brush, and I'm going to set the under eye and pretty much anywhere that I concealed. Now I'm taking a powder brush and I'm applying my Black Radiance setting powder in the color Creamy Beige, and I'm just doing this to add color back to the face. Like I said, at the end of the day, you want your foundation, your bronzer, your concealer, and any products you put on your face to still look like skin. So going back on top with the foundation powder just blends everything so you don't have any harsh lines, especially if you're going for a soft makeup look. Next, I'm taking Studio Fix powder in the color NC50. Now that I look back at this video and other tutorials that I've done, I definitely could have went darker with my bronzer. I was very into just warming the skin, but now I definitely like a little bit more bronzer. So I have been using NC 47 in the Studio Fix powder. I've also been using NW 45 in the bronze and the powder as well, just to give more of a warmth to the skin. But Studio Fix powder is really good for bronzing the skin. Like I said, with the foundation stick, it's really good to warm up the skin and it gives you skin-like colors. Next, I am taking some blush. I cannot remember what blush I used, y'all. This is the only thing that I don't remember, and I'm trying to look at the container and what it's in. Oh, you guys, I remember what this is. This is the MAC Cosmetics Nutcracker Holiday Blush and Highlight Set. I was using the blush out of that. It has been discontinued, but if you do have it, the blush in there is really pretty. So now I'm taking the crayon case on a roll highlighter, and I'm just applying it to where my face, where everything would, where the light would hit. I need to get my thoughts together, you guys. I just really be talking all over the place, and I apologize. But I'm taking this on a Morphe fan brush that I did get in the kit years ago. They do not carry this anymore, but when your brushes still work, you don't throw them away. They can last you years. And as you know, the only lashes that I wear, you see, just fucking it up. As you know, lashes are one of the hardest things to put on, especially for me. I get watery eyes. It's difficult, but I did want to include this clip so you can see that even the most experienced makeup artist on planet Earth has difficulties putting on lashes. Like, I need y'all to know, it's a struggle bus. But these are the champagne lash bar lashes. I'm not particularly sure which lashes these were, but I do know I will drop everything in the description box so you guys can go order lashes and support my friend's business. You know, I don't wear any other lashes but these, and when I tell you it has nothing to do with her just being my friend, it's really because the lashes are that bomb, and I use them until I have to put them in the grave, till they just fall off my lashes and say, hell no, bitch, you need to replace me. So next I am taking the same colors that I used on my eyelids before, and I'm just taking them underneath my eye on a pencil brush. This is also a Morphe pencil brush from my eyeshadow kit a long time ago, so I do not have the name. There were no names or numbers on the actual brushes. So I'm taking the yellow color first, and then I'm going to go in with the orange. And then you're going to see me do a different trick with the pink color and how I incorporate it. Now I'm taking a NYX white a white eyeliner pencil, and I am placing this in my waterline. And once I do that, you're going to see that I am taking the pink eyeshadow color in the Zulu palette, and I am using a super flat, precise. You can either use it as an concealer brush or an eyeshadow brush or it's a smudger brush. I just know it's for MAC, but you want something flat and something very precise, and I'm going to pack that pink color into my waterline on top of the white eyeliner. And you want to use the white eyeliner so the color has something to stick to and it has something to make the color pop. You know, this look is not complete without a little mascara, and I believe this is the butterfly lash mascara. Nope, I lied. It's the Makeup Revolution mascara that they recently just launched. It's like in a pink silver tube. It's actually really good. I actually lost it, so I'm quite upset, and I haven't had a chance to buy it. You know, with Rona and all that. We ain't got time, and I'm not ordering no makeup in no time soon. Now I'm taking my NYX lip liner in the color Downtown Beauty. I do honestly not care for this lip liner. I have tried and tried and tried so many times to make myself love it, and I just cannot. It is not dark enough for me. If you do like a lighter lip liner, this is perfect. It's almost like a cork, just a tad bit darker. But I am a chestnut girl till I die, and I will be buried with that lip liner, period. It's the best lip liner on planet Earth. Y'all can fight me about it. So now after that, I'm going to take the MAC Cosmetics Naturally Transformed lipstick, and then I am going to go in with the Crayon Case Clean Kisses lip gloss. And that is the final look, you guys. I hope my gals and my gents love this look. This is one of my favorite looks. I'm obsessed with my skin, and I'm obsessed with these lashes, and I'm obsessed with my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. I do love pops of color every now and then. If you know me, I'm a very neutral type of person now with my eye color, but I do like to spice it up every now and then, and Juviasplace is always my go-to for adding color to the eye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to smash all the buttons below. Don't forget to let me know if you want to see more content. Also, please drop below your favorite skincare line. I need an all-natural skincare line. I'm looking to invest in something for my skin as it is in shambles right now due to Miss Rona. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.